Hello there. I thought I'd share some footage of me running these overrun of the Abyssal maps. This will be a longer video. Since I'm procrastinating a little bit in my essay. I worked a little bit on it. I felt pretty good about what I've done. I haven't done that much, but I'm on a good way. Like I'm trying to learn how to use proper citation or referencing. After I've done that, I feel like I just need to sit down for a little bit and I'll be done pretty soon. So since this would be longer, I'm gonna put on some background music. I think I've found a copyright-free list on Spotify. Not that it matters that much, but I'm gonna try it and see if it works. So we'll see. I'll just jump straight into mapping, I guess. Some of you might have wondered why I haven't said anything about Untainted Paradise maps. I think it's because like they're nice if they're right next to something you're already doing. I wouldn't go out of my way to reach them. But if you do get some, like I did here, in maps that you're already planning to run, I think this one had 438% increased experience in total. I ran a tier 16 map, of course, and had 65 pack size. Don't remember how many magic monsters it had, but it had plenty. And I spiked around 25 mil experience, and on level 99 that's pretty good. And this other one I only spiked 15, which is still very good, especially since it's like kind of free. Like you have to get a tier 16 map with decent pack size and monsters, but that's like 30x or something. It's pretty okay. But you can't have any league mechanics in these maps, which kind of sucks. Like if you could add breach in here, and you could irradiate the map, it would be huge. Like I would hunt the maps down in a way I'm not doing right now. So let's see. Another divine down the drain. So I've been trying to keep a track of like the drops in these maps. I think I've run. Let's see. I think I've run 10 so far, maybe 11. I've gone 2 raw div, 2 Omen of Light, and 1 annul. I'm only counting the huge drops, because sure, if you count all the small drops, all of the bases and everything, I'm probably breaking even. But I just wanted to see like how lucky can you get, or rather if you get lucky, or actually rather, did I get lucky when I got the Omen of Lights, or is it something you can count on? Like, will you get divine orbs dropping every now and then? Because if I can break even on these maps, then I'll just keep doing this. And instead of using the same methodology as when you're juicing for currency and you're worrying about returns and everything, and only running like, let's say you've made a rule for yourself that you only run at least like 70% quant maps. That's where you put your juice. I don't need to think like that because time is a resource as well here, and I'm burning money. So the rule I've made is at least 50%. That's where you get if you have 2 overlaps and you're using Visions of Paradise, because that doesn't add quant, so it only gets 50. Otherwise, any 60% map. I'm just gonna put Overrun by the Abyss in them. and I think that's gonna get me to 99 very fast at least. Hearing some of these songs, I doubt I doubt that they're actually copyright free. I really doubt it. We'll see. It's not like I'm making money off my videos anyway, so it doesn't matter if I get copyright stricken, but it would be good to know how it's done. I can open this again. I've been feeling strong boxes have been pretty underwhelming. I really dislike the fact that it spawns monsters, you know, like a stream of monsters or waves. I wish it would be the same as in PoE1, where everything spawns at the same time. The loot from them are okay, but you need to craft on them. Some of the unique ones are pretty cool. The one where you gamble with gold. I wish I would see that one more often. I've seen one in I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't check right now, because then I will die. Yeah, that's what happens. I actually had another attempt in this map because I bought some of these corrupted maps that I'm buying. They haven't filled out the prefixes. Maybe I should do that actually. But yeah, since my experience is so high right now, I don't think that's gonna matter. Like you see, I hit a spike on 43 here, average out on 22, like 20, 20. So let's see, how much do I actually need to level up? 100 million. So dying, dying is really bad, okay? But and now I can actually check this. So with my 10 days, like almost 11 days, then we could add what I have on my witch, which is 24 hours. It's like 12 days of game time. Not a lot of, like a lot of this is just being AFK, doing other things while I've been logged in to just be able to accept trades. I haven't been actively playing this time. But I feel like the Gamba Gold Strongbox is way too uncommon. I haven't been spec'd into Strongboxes, but I mean, I was spec'd into it for a while, and I was disappointed that I didn't see it at all when I was. Because even though gambling for amulets is really profitable, I've been keeping a side track of how it's going for my quad tab of gambled amulets as well. I will edit that video when I have time, posting the results, but I've been making a tally of how much I've actually sold from it. It's been quite a lot. And adding on to it is like one amulet that I actually a +3 proj amulet that I'm just not going to sell, because I intend to use it for other characters. I think it could easily have sold for somewhere between 10 and 20. I'm not including that into the results. In fact, the music is too loud for me, so I'm guessing it is for you as well. So I'm turning it down a bit. Okay, let's actually not do stupid things like trying to type /played while you're in a map, knowing you're going to die, watching it happen before your eyes. I think my second character is gonna have to be something. It's gonna have to be a ranged projectile skill, because when you've played with Aroa and you've managed to make it work properly, it's a little bit too good. I'm actually wondering a little bit about what their design philosophy is like, because with dodge rolling being a core concept, and now when they've added sprinting as well, and then wanting to make more like impactful, meaningful, visceral combat, all of it goes down the drain once you jump on a Roa and you start adding enough movement speed so that monsters don't get to react to what you're doing. Because unless they had like predictive aiming, like Hail Rake in Act 1 in PoE. I don't know if you've noticed, but he calculates your movement speed and tries to throw his next ability to where you're going to be if you keep moving the same direction. Which, it's pretty cool, but they would have to add something like that to stop this. Because running around in a circle really fast is my biggest layer of defense. And then when it's like, last thing I didn't use it when I played on my lightning spear character, because I don't know if you knew this, but if I get hit and then the stun bar starts building up now, if I don't get hit for 2 seconds, it will start to decay. That didn't used to be the case. Like it used to stay up until you jumped off it. So you had to keep an eye on your stun bar and like remount your Roa mid combat or right outside of combat. But now that they added the decay and they actually made it so that the Roa gives you 15% more movement speed as well, it's like I feel like it's too good not to use, and I feel like any build that cannot use it is like they're missing out basically. There is the like the alternative would be Blink. It's also a spirit reservation. There are ways to like reduce the cooldown on that and whatnot to make it feel a lot better. But I'm not sure what it is about Blink. Or I am sure, rather. I don't like using it while using WASD movement. I would love for there to be an option to blink always blinked in the direction of your cursor instead of the direction you're moving. I haven't tried using it with mouse and cursor movement, but it's like let's face it, there's no time and place where you would want to use mouse and cursor if you're using a build that you can use while running. Because as I talked about before, moving around in big circles while attacking is the best layer of defense for a ranged character. Already back 1%. So yeah, I think dying there maybe lost me 2 or 3 maps worth of progress, which is a kind of crazy pace of experience at this level. So yeah, I have some divines to burn. I'll keep burning through them until I hit 99. I'll run another like 10 maps on 99. And I'll see what PoE overlay says about the experience and how long it's gonna take. Because depending on that number, I might feel that making a second character is going to be more fun. And leveling to 100 could always wait. Like I still want to make this my first level 100 character ever. But if there's something else that's more fun that I want to do for the moment, then I should pursue that. And I can always return to leveling later. I also got a recommendation from someone in my guild that if you ever wanted to try a solo self-found in PoE2, like this is the time to do so. And I bet it's nice, like with all the crafting from the Abyss currencies. It must feel pretty nice. What's that map? Let's see. 15 mil. I don't think I got an XP shrine. I think yesterday's video I was like, I didn't get an XP shrine in that map. That was pretty good. And then I looked at it back over at the footage. Like, oh yeah, you fool, you had an experienced shrine, you just didn't know. Speaking of shrines, actually, I was like, shrines are OP. Getting an enlightenment shrine, or a gloom shrine, or an acceleration shrine is going to reduce, in all of the defensive shrines, reduce the chance of me dying, and up my clear speed, get me more experience. So I chose to remove 2 explicit notes and just go for the 25% extra chance. And when I buy new tablets, I'm going to actually, I think, I don't have any right now. So I've bought the ones at the lower range. It's a chance to contain shrines. I'm gonna up the chance. I'm also going to, on the boss tablets, I'm gonna go for the ones that have the line, your maps that contain bosses have an additional shrine instead of map bosses gaining increased experience. Because I don't think map bosses give enough experience to warrant having that suffix on the tablets. I'm also I am not sure if it is more worth to have additional breaches on the breach tablets, or if it's better to have magic monsters. Magic monsters is more dangerous, for sure. I managed to... yesterday I got the Atlas passive point that gives you 10 breaches in a map to proc, finally. And I got a 60 million experience peak in that map. But I managed to die in it. And I came a little bit out of the blue. But I think I was just... I was greedy, opening several breaches at a time, looting as I went. And I looked up to my headhunter stacks and I was like, my headhunter stacks are actually pretty low, despite running around. Not sure what that was all about, but... And I just ran into a pack of magic monsters and died. But on that note, it's like breach is a lot of experience by default. As like comparing like 25. I'm actually getting a tally of those. Let's see. So comparing 10% chance of another breach or 4% chance of 3 breaches to, is it 25% increased magic monsters? Um, it it's a hard calculation to make. The magic monster tablets are cheaper, so maybe I'll let the price speak for itself and just go for the additional breaches. Herald of Ash explosions are actually... they're bigger for clear than I thought they would be. It's like, I noticed one time I killed a huge pack, and then Kosis, or maybe it was Osmosis, Jones, I don't know who it was. I saw that I only shot one lightning arrow, and I saw his health bar go down by like 30%. And then I noticed he got ignited from all of the mobs around him. I didn't hit him again, and he just ticked down from the Herald of Ash explosion. So when they're packed really tightly, the overkill damage ignite is actually pretty nice. It's just a huge shame that they haven't ported over more of the Herald effects from PoE1 into PoE2 yet. Like the Herald effect I'm using for Herald of Thunder, I think that's the only Herald effect in the game currently. It is really cool. It does reduce FPS by like 20%, but it's just really cool. Oh, here we go. Should be the last pit I'm clearing. This XP per hour hasn't recovered from the death. I'm back to the same percent, I think. I think. I find it very hard to resist clicking Ange when you see you have money waiting. Even though there's no reason for me to do it every time after every map. Like I could wait until there's more to pick up, but I don't know, there's something about that icon that just lures me in, you know? Another stupid death I had yesterday. Like it seems like I've died a bit too much lately, actually. As I was clearing around Expedition. I was clearing a breach, actually. And then what I thought was like, oh, I'm gonna be really efficient and place the explosive while I'm clearing. I was like, I couldn't place it where I wanted. I had to go back and forth a little bit, and then I just walked around with the explosive out, didn't attack, and just fell flat. It's not like Expedition gives... it doesn't give that much experience anyway. So I've been skipping them sometimes when they have been in areas where it doesn't look safe. I'm not sure why they thought it was like a good idea to make a lot of the Abyss monsters just have immunities or damage reduction things. A lot of them feel like immunities, they may just be damage reduction, but it's like there's this swirly cloud you have to kite them out of. I think there's one that makes them if they're next to each other, they can't take damage. You have to separate them or whatever. And it's not like it's easy to tell if they have these mods or not, because they're called like Amanamanus or whatever. I mean, this is a perfect X. I'll just keep track of that as well. While others struggle to make money, it seems like I cannot stop. I mean, if anything, this could like stand as a testament to if these maps are worth running if you actually have quant, because I could be running these maps in zones that have like 50 to 70, 80 plus quant and get even more loot. So I don't think this is gonna be the case, but if they show to be like, if I break even while doing experience in these maps, doing that with quant should be very profitable. And if I'm profitable while running experienced used maps, then yeah, you should definitely run these all the time with quant. I wonder how many I would need to buy to make it to 100 though. It's like, if I had infinite money to spend, this would be a really powerful way to do it. But buying 100, maybe you would have to have tier 16 maps. Okay, I'm not dealing with that. It's been a few weeks now. I thought they would have fixed like this is for sure better than crashing out and losing your map or getting rolled back, for sure. But it's still a huge issue. If the game would just pause every time, it would be fine. But I don't appreciate when I start running in a random direction and monsters keep attacking me. And right now, even going back into a map like this, not being on the Roa and resetting all my stacks and my shrines could be could prove to be fatal. Also resets my filter for some reason. So now we need to be careful and get back online with some stacks. Okay, we're immune. You get to live. Okay. I think we're back in the game now. See, I think that bugged out magic monster is the only monster left. Let's see where did I put that? It's over here. Yeah, so I just had a note that I've been scribbling down all of the amulet sales. That will be posted in the video as soon as I sit down and learn how to edit, because I'm gonna have to edit it, like speed up some footage and maybe add some text on screen and add different audio and talk over the footage. Which is something I've never done. I think it's not gonna be too hard to figure out, but it requires a bit of editing work that I've never done before. But since I have a project this week, it's a lot of time for procrastinating. I swear, the best part about studying is anything that isn't studying becomes like it becomes more enjoyable because it's like not a guilty pleasure, but you feel a little bit guilty about doing the things that you enjoy during hours that you know that you probably should study. I think it's fine to an extent, of course. Like you don't want to brick your studies by playing video games or things like that, but you enjoy. It's like when you start working, of course. It's like you start to enjoy your free time a lot more when you have a job. Like the quality of your free time goes up by a lot. Because when you don't have a job, it's like when you're unemployed. It can be pretty miserable. Like sure, you have free time to do whatever you want, and even if you're getting money from like the government or something, like so you can like you're fine technically. You can do whatever you want during the days as long as you apply for some jobs every month. You end up feeling miserable after a time, even though you get to do what you want. Okay, sure. Let's add that to the tally. It's worth to keep in mind that I do have 100 rarity on this character, so that is going to affect a lot of these drops. my character might not have the highest damage that you could pump out of a character like this. But I do have pretty good rarity gear. There is room for improvement, but I haven't felt the need to go for a better bow or something like that. I might buy better jewels actually. But I limited myself to just buying maps and tablets for now. But I have a feeling that I am still making money. Maybe. If I do, I'll buy I'll buy some new jewels for myself. I'll probably look at like sapphires with really high ES numbers and crit and elemental damage. Like it is possible to unveil an ES mod on jewels. You can get like double ES. I have one of them that I unveiled myself, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I could show it, but not right now. Okay, I think it's only the breach and the bugged abyss left. See if we can break the bugged one out. Oh, there we go. So let's see. Yeah, this one is what I was talking about. So it has a double ES prefix. You can get... I think you can get this paired with something else than attack damage, but attack damage is like beneficial, of course. Could have better suffixes, but I mean 30% ES from one jewel. I feel like that is pretty huge. Might as well showcase all of them. I might divine this. I don't think there's a need to, but it's pretty amazing. What the fuck is this? I think I needed to cap out my fire res, so I searched for a jewel with fire res before. And then I misread the line with critical hit chance, missed that it was spells. So this one actually gives me nothing. Yeah, I need to replace that. And then I have this. This is good. But I think I would rather go for a more defensive jewel and get even more ES. When I looked at it, jewels that looked like the ones that I wanted were at least 10 divine each. It takes a lot of time to I can afford it. I should probably do it. It would be a huge upgrade. I'll save it for after I'm done recording. I'm kind of sad that I lost the I lost the search for it. Like adding search parameters for jewels is like pretty annoying. It's like I don't want a perfect 4 modded jewel, and that is too expensive. And then we're like, okay, I'm fine with having some of these mods, and then you have to add like a count, count parameter, like it needs to have all of these mods, and then count to at least have one out of these 4 mods. And it definitely takes like 20 minutes to like set up a proper jewel search. I'll do that after the video. Get a lot more ES. That's the plan. I'll probably get a lot more damage too. I feel like I'm lacking in the critical hit chance department. And the critical hit damage. So 2 high rolls of that would be nice. Crit damage, crit chance. Yes. And like optimally a desecrated prefix of some sort that's really nice. The prefixes have some really nice rolls on them. I think the better ones are gonna be too expensive. It would be nice to find one that doesn't have an added prefix yet and desecrate it myself. Otherwise I think elemental damage would be cool. I think I disregarded like a few like effect of damaging ailments and stuff before when I looked at it, but since I'm using Herald of Ash now, it wouldn't be a dead mod. Might not be the best, but still might be cool. I swear, having Shroudwalker is more like a debuff than a buff most of the time. Sometimes it's great for moving you along faster in the map, but most of the time you just get scared. This is a pretty nice linear map. It might not be the best for Breach, but I'm not sure how the map influences the Abyss, because I think it has like a set amount of pits, and then it gathers all the monsters up in the pits instead. So I'm not sure. So it might be the same monsters no matter what the map is, and maybe it doesn't care about pack size. Who knows? Who knows? It's always funny how different mechanics can be scaled in different ways, and they always leave it up for the community to find out how they work. And then it's like just because something works one way in PoE 1 doesn't necessarily mean that the same mechanic works the same way in PoE 2. Like I know, for example, pack size is really good for ritual and expedition in PoE 1. It seems to be the same in this game. And since the main rewards from those mechanics are not that affected by rarity, like, at least I don't think so. I mean, either you get a logbook or you don't get a logbook. If it's normal or rare or magic, it doesn't matter. It's like rarity shouldn't upgrade a tier of loot into a logbook. At least not that I know. And in ritual, of course, the reward you get after you've killed all of the monsters at the end of the ritual is the same as if you would have killed those monsters somewhere else. So it effectively doubles the monsters that are inside that circle. So you get to kill those one more time, plus some few additional monsters. But the end, like that reward is like such a small part of the rewards from ritual. So if you don't plan on running any rarity at all, you definitely should run expedition and ritual. And I might have something planned that I want to test for the future, which is really dumb, but I'm probably going to do something like that. I've been thinking a little bit about why I've kept making videos, because the first video I made was so I discovered how useful it was to roll maps with map of putrefaction. If you were picky about which mods that you wanted, and what kind of like pack size, rarity, or whatever you wanted on your gear. And depending on the price tag on some omens, the putrefaction method was cheaper and safer. And but first and foremost, it was like I was close to feeling like quitting because I felt like running 6 modded maps with code rarity wasn't that fun for me because I hated a lot of the mods. I hated chilled ground. I didn't like temp chains. And I was like, these maps, even though I'm getting a lot of currency, I wasn't having a lot of fun in them. So I made that video solely to like, if there were more people like me that felt the same, if I could get that information out to more people and get more people to enjoy running their maps, that was the goal of that video, basically. And after I had done that video, like it had terrible audio quality. Like I think I captured it with Windows, like the screenshot clip making tool. And then I watched back on it. I was like, yeah, this is pretty bad, but it was pretty fun to make. Surprisingly, I didn't plan on making more videos, but I was like, I think I have like some tips for people, especially people that are in the same state of the game as I am, like using Fubgun's filter and playing tier 16 maps. Because even if you use that filter, it wasn't very obvious to everyone what to do with all of the items. So I was like, I could make a video on this. So I tried that. I upped the audio quality. And then when I finished that video, and I watched it through a couple times, I was like, the game has way too high a volume. Like I can't hear what I'm saying while I'm playing. And then I worked on that, made a little bit of improvements. And then I was like, well, now I've made 2 videos. And it was pretty fun. Maybe I should add an intro or something. So not sure if you know what it is, but there's a website called Canva. I'm not sure why it's called Canva and not Canvas, but it has. You need a prenumeration to use it, but you can start a 1-month free trial, and it has templates, mainly for CVs and stuff like that. But they also have templates for intros and outros and copyright-free music you can add. So I picked out a intro and outro, added that to the next video, and the next video I recorded, I was like, it was in the middle of the night, I was really sleepy, so I didn't talk that loud, and I added a new intro and outro, and they were way too high volume. But I continued on from that, continued to improve on, like maybe the content hasn't improved at all, but the packaging has improved, if I may say so myself. So it's been fun to make like small adjustments here and there, and most of my later videos has been more of like build diaries, small updates, and I think the biggest challenge to making it to level 100 is going to be staying motivated through the whole process. Because when I talk with a lot of my friends that are like quitting the league, they have quit the league already, they have a bunch of opinions on what's good and what's bad about the game. I am very easily impressionable. Not sure if that's the right word, but if someone complains a lot to me about something, even if I'm enjoying it currently, I will get affected by that. So I've tried to stay. I might not sound very positive. I don't know. I've heard a lot of times that I'm a negative. I have a very negative outlook on life. Um, but I'm trying to just stay informative and not be negative in these videos. So these videos have helped me stay motivated, staying positive about the game. And yeah, it's been it's also been like so right now the project I'm working on my vocational school is to make, let's see what the actual title actually is. I'm supposed to make a career development plan for so I'm studying IT security. Okay, that went fine, surprisingly. What the fuck? Makes a little bit distracted there. So, studying IT security and making a career development plan. There's a part of it that's I'm supposed to write about what's kind of soft skills that's I think I'm gonna need to develop or work on in the future. And if you don't know what a soft skill is, like the difference between a hard skill and a soft skill is that hard skills can be learned. Like it's like learning how to code, learning a new language. That's a hard skill. Learning a language is a hard skill. Soft skills are more like it can be. Most of them are like ethical, like being kind, like being good at studying, being positive. Like a lot of those are soft skills. The difference is that a lot of soft skills can be learned, uh, but some are born with them. Is the big difference. So one of the soft skills that I wanted to develop was my presentation skills and talking in front of crowds. Because I used to be good at this, but I lost a lot of it when I was so I was at home sick for a long while. Let's see what the actual term is. So I was burned out, basically, and I was home for a year. And after that, I noticed that I started getting a lot of social anxiety that I didn't have before. And crazily enough, I noticed that it's like as a coincidence, I felt like making these videos and talking and getting more confident about speaking and putting myself out there because like I've never done videos before. Uh, it helped. So I actually put it into my career development plan to keep making videos, and yeah, I think it's gonna help. It's just a short rant reflection on why I'm gonna keep making videos, and I think the video is roughly long enough here. Like I'm not sure how many maps I ran. It kind of sucks that I died once, so I can't show proper numbers. But I'm pretty sure that running these maps should be like roughly 15, 16 million experience per hour. This is A tier, but it's accounting that I'm gonna keep dying the same pace. I think I caught the in-game tooltip saying around 20 on average when I ran these. I mean, at around 20, currently I need 90 million more. That's another 5-ish hours to get to 99. 5 hours of 30%. I think that's like 15-ish hours for one entire level. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna close on that and see you next time. Bye!